30% of Malaysian doctors in B40 income group, MMA reveals. In a revelation that challenges prevailing perceptions about the medical profession, the Malaysian Medical Association, MMA, has disclosed that nearly 30% of doctors in Malaysia fall within the B40 income category, the bottom 40% of household earners in the country. This statistic, derived from a 2018 study involving 1,800 doctors, underscores the financial challenges faced by many in the medical field. According to MMA President-elect Dr. Thirunavukarasu Rajoo, only about 10% of doctors are considered financially successful, highlighting the economic disparities within the profession. Understanding the B40 classification. The B40 group comprises households earning less than Rm 5,250 per month, representing the lowest 40% of income earners in Malaysia. This classification is part of the country's income stratification system, which also includes the M40, middle 40%, and T20, top 20% groups. The B40 designation has become a key metric in determining eligibility for public assistance schemes and socioeconomic policy targeting. Factors contributing to low incomes among doctors. Several factors contribute to the financial challenges faced by doctors in Malaysia. 1. Low consultation fees. General practitioners, GPs, often receive consultation fees that are below market rates. The ceiling consultation fee for private clinic GPs is currently capped at Rm 35 under the Private Healthcare Facilities and Services Act 1998, a rate that has remained unchanged since 2013. Doctors and healthcare advocates have called for a revision of these fees to reflect current economic conditions and rising overhead costs. 2. Inadequate compensation for government schemes. Doctors participating in government health initiatives, such as the PECA B40 program and the Madani Medical Scheme, are paid relatively low fees. Under PECA B40, GPs receive Rm 40 for a health screening session, while the Madani scheme pays Rm 30 to Rm 50 per patient visit. The MMA has noted that these amounts are insufficient to cover the full cost of providing high-quality care. 3. High operational costs. Operating a medical practice in Malaysia involves significant costs, including staff salaries, rental, medical supplies, insurance, and compliance requirements. These costs are especially burdensome for doctors running clinics in urban centers or underserved rural regions, where patient volumes and fee collection may be inconsistent. Implications for healthcare delivery. The financial strain on doctors has broader implications for Malaysia's healthcare system. Access to care. Doctors who struggle to keep their practices financially viable may be forced to reduce service offerings or shut down entirely. This threatens healthcare access for rural and lower-income communities who rely heavily on GP clinics for primary care. Quality of care. Inadequate revenue streams may limit a doctor's ability to reinvest in staff development, modern equipment, or improved facilities, which in turn can affect the quality and safety of care delivered. Workforce sustainability. Persistently low earnings may discourage young doctors from entering general practice or cause experienced practitioners to exit the profession prematurely. The result is an increased workload on the remaining healthcare workforce and a potential rise in burnout levels. Calls for reform. The MMA and several public health experts have called for urgent reforms to rectify these structural issues. Among the recommendations are an immediate review and upward adjustment of the GP consultation fee ceiling, increased government investment in public-private partnership health schemes with higher reimbursements for participating GPs, tax breaks or financial incentives for doctors operating in low-income or rural areas, greater transparency in healthcare pricing and policy consultations involving practicing physicians. Conclusion. The fact that almost 30% of Malaysian doctors fall within the B40 income group is a stark indication that the assumption of financial comfort within the medical profession is no longer universally valid. Without timely policy interventions, this trend could threaten the sustainability, equity, and effectiveness of Malaysia's healthcare delivery system. References. felt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.